Hello everybody, I'm Guillermo Mata and I'm very glad to be with you in this group. So this is my video for the first learning and teaching interaction. And it's about what we have learned, as you know, during the last 3 weeks. Well, first of all, I'd like to talk about the historical and philosophical perspectives of family life education. Something that I found interesting here in this chapter 1, was that I work in a school environment and I'm used to seeing that there are PTAs and all that, and parents are taught to be better people. But family life education doesn't have to work all the time, or it's not necessary to be worked on academic environment or school environments. Something that I found is that it can be used in other settings apart from educational. And I also found that family life education, if I develop a program on that, it's not a way to show off or to demonstrate how much I know, but it's very important to reach the population that I'm going to work with. And this population is usually people with special needs. And this design of the program needs to be prepared according to the needs of such population. And this FLE started with the self-help books in the 1800s, and then we find the PTAs in schools. Then the government created a land grant program in order to have universities that could teach people. And finally, we have the cooperative extension system. We can say that all these programs are the parents and grandparents of family life education. In order to be a good family life educator, I can be certified. Something that I found interesting is that our university, Brigham Young University Provo, is part of the accepted um, uh, colleges in the United States, but I am not sure if it's extended to Brigham Young University in Idaho. I suppose yes. Okay, in my case, as I live outside the United States, I should have to go and travel there and stay there for a while in order to present the test if it's necessary, or do the courses and the other things in order to be certified. Now, family life educators work through different approaches. They can be experts, facilitators, critical inquirers. They can also be collaborators, interventionists, or you can be an eclectic family life educator, which means that you take a little bit of each approach in order to reach populations. Yes, it's in my personal opinion, it would be more effective if we don't focus only on one approach, but work with different among them. Now, our chapter 19 talks about improving the practice of family life education. So, how do we improve this? Well, we need to make it seem a little more professional. A great deal of population don't know anything of what a family life educator does. I even have co-workers who don't even know what I am studying and why I am studying that. Uh, Another thing is that as family life educators, we should be ethical and certified people and follow specific guidelines to prevent misinformation among the people. It also says that our programs need to have certain rigor so the program can be effective. We should try again and again with the programs until it is well implemented and it reaches our target population and promotes change in people. Another thing that we need to know is program effectiveness. And in order to reach this, we need to have better instruments of evaluation and take them into account to make them the adjustments to our programs. And finally, we have marketing and audience reaching. Marketing, as we have seen during this week's chapter, is a serious issue and should be met with use of technology and some other complementary teachings. And in the case of reaching the people, we should also focus especially on those that are the least taken into account. Deprived individuals and family are those who need these programs the most. Regarding the design of a comprehensive family life education prevention programs, we find that there is a primary level in which we talk about prevention. Then we have a secondary level in terms of reaching population of risk, at risk, sorry, with signs of risk, and a tertiary, which is basically intervention with population who are already affected by family issues. Our prevention programs need to focus on certain stage which start with a problem analysis, in which we identify the problem and set the goals that we need to know, that we need to prepare. Then the design of the program, in which it's very important that we include the target population in the analysis, and we can even ask to their opinions on this. Then we pilot test our program. We do it to a small group of people among our population, and it will help us revise the recruitment, the process, and the teaching, and make necessary adjustments. Then we have advanced testing of the program, which means having perhaps experimental and control groups. We need an experimental design for this stage, and we can also focus on analyzing data and revising if the program is effective and for what type of population it may be effective. And then we have dissemination, and this final stage we need to do it by spreading the word, trying to implement it in as many scenarios as possible, and always minding those who would benefit from it. We will know if our program is effective if it's focused on the following things: if it's community-based, if it's comprehensive, if it includes participants in the stages of preparation, if it's preventive, if it's based on current research, if it's accessible, and if it is able to demonstrate positive results. All this will make us positive and visionary readers. Now, about marketing family life principles. Marketing of these programs usually focus on 4 P's, which is the product, the total amount of services that we are providing as family life educators, the price, which is the cost in terms of man hours and resources employed to obtain perhaps a profit if it's necessary, the place, which is the venue in which the program is developed, and then we have the promotion, which needs to be carefully designed to demonstrate that we are professional, and this promotion is more effective if it is done by word of mouth. Now, marketing a social product like a family life education program contains 4 additional P's that you don't find in certain products, and here we're talking about publics, partnership, policy, and purse strings. So publics refers to all the people involved in the program, and it includes the target population and all those who have certain influence on them. Partnerships focuses on making teams with others that have similar interests and who can enrich and enlarge the program we are working with. It will help us if we have the expertise of other people and we can reach families in a better way. And policy refers to employing current public policies to make our program up to date as much as possible. And finally, pursing strings refers to finding funds that will sustain our program. I consider it something very difficult, by the way, especially in certain terms in society in which families don't seem to be very important, as some other programs are. When we market our program, we need to make sure that that the target population sees the problem as something that might touch them with severe consequences. So they really need to participate in this. And well, as we don't have much time, that's all I can say. And I'll be willing to hear your comments or to read your comments on this video. Thank you very much, my dear friends, and I wish you great luck in your own videos.